Exciting news! Wizards of the Coast has kindly provided us with 2 free preview cards for Double Masters 2022. One, a mythic, has 2 frame treatments. The second, a rare, has 3 different treatments and 2 works of art. 2 of the artists who worked on our cards were kind enough to chat with me about their art. Mark Poole and Kirsten Zirngibl. I'm delighted to share some of that conversation with you as we reveal the cards. Welcome to Cultic Cube, where we cube religiously. We make you better at cube and make your cube better. Cultic Cube is supported by you. Support the show directly through Patreon and make purchases through our affiliate links. Also check out the Cultic Bestiary project on Etsy, which is a collection of fantastical tokens that I have made in a medieval idiom. Thank you for your support. On to the Double Masters 2022 previews. The first card is Master of Cruelties. This is a reprint from 2013's set Dragon Maze, which concluded the Return to Ravnica block. Double Masters preserves the original artwork by Chase Stone, though it also makes it available in a new foil-etched treatment. This card is a mythic that costs 3 black-red for a demon with 1 power and 3 toughness. It has First Strike and Death Touch. Master of Cruelties can only attack alone. Whenever it attacks a player and isn't blocked, that player's life total becomes 1, and Master of Cruelties assigns no combat damage this combat. Many Commander players will be happy to see the price tag come down for this card thanks to the reprint. Master of Cruelties is particularly popular in Kaalia of the Vast decks, where the pair perform a 2-card combo. Kaalia cheats in the demon, and if both are unblocked, the demon reduces an opponent's life total to 1, and Kaalia finishes him off. Our second card is one with a long pedigree and many prior printings, stretching back to Magic's first expansion, Arabian Nights from 1993. It is the first land ever printed that taps for 5 colors of mana, though this flexibility comes at a cost. The card is, of course, City of Brass. Its classic art by Mark Tedden has been revisited in a number of subsequent releases. Each of these cleaves closely to the Orientalist aesthetic of the original. It is the year 2022, and WotC quite understandably wants to move away from Arabian Nights' fraught politics and romanticized vision of an imaginary Middle East. Wizards hence asked Kirsten Zirngibl to imagine the city as either a steampunk or Art Deco space. Kirsten decided to avoid looking at any past art for the card, so as to make an entirely fresh start. Deco is an aesthetic movement that energizes and inspires Kirsten, so they threw themselves in that direction. For references, they looked at a series of lamps from the 1920s and 30s, particularly those that incorporate abstracted animal motifs into their regular geometry. This is the first Magic card that Kirsten created entirely on an iPad using the Procreate app. They typically begin with a 3D render as a base to aid in developing the complex architectural geometry that is a hallmark of their work. Working freehand on this commission gave Kirsten the opportunity to create a more organic design and to play with fisheye perspective. Kirsten describes the piece in terms such as exuberant, blooming, recursive, and optimistic. For me, Kirsten's piece suggests the matte paintings of Fritz Lang's 1927 film Metropolis, whose vision of the city of the future has influenced movies from Brazil to Blade Runner to The Fifth Element. Kirsten has worked on Magic cards since Kaladesh, and they were one of the concept artists for Unfinity. Kirsten's full-time passion project is a game called Chroma Circuit, which will be released on PC through Steam. Chroma Circuit is a twist on the racing genre, whereby players dynamically change the track as they race by painting it. Allow me to put in a quick plug for CubeCon, a celebration of all things Cube Draft that is happening in Madison, Wisconsin, October 20th through 23rd, 2022. CubeCon will have a dizzying array of cube environments, from vintage to pauper, from desert cubes to uncubes. Check out mtgcubecon.com to learn more. Mark Poole has painted Magic cards since the very first set, and of course many will know how important his vision was to Arabian Nights. Mark was excited by the challenge of jettisoning that aesthetic, and coming up with a wholly new skyline and a fresh design idiom when Wizards invited him to work on City of Brass. He wanted a city that feels like an ancient trading hub, a meeting place of many different cultural influences that find their expression in different forms of architectural luxury. For me, Mark's new city is reminiscent of Mont Saint-Michel in Normandy, with its Gothic flying buttresses, filtered through the whimsy of the Emerald City in MGM's 1939 Wizard of Oz. Mark worked on this piece in acrylics and then oils. The most important thing to get right for Mark was the mood. He wanted to capture the city at dusk, as the frantic energy of commerce wanes, and the city settles into regal repose. Visit Mark's website to purchase prints, playmats, and more, and stop by to visit Mark at his booth on the convention circuit. Many thanks to Kirsten Zirngibl and Mark Poole for their time, their insight, and of course for their gorgeous artwork. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast for the free preview. Let's keep hanging out and chatting Cube.